In this video, I'm going to talk about the 20 pip pound yen scalping strategy. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so digging around the internet looking for strategies that you and I can use in our trading. This is one looks quite promising. Let's dig through it. So it's called the 20 pip scalping strategy, specifically to be used on pound yen. 5-minute chart. What are the rules? The first rule is you need a decent sloping 25 period moving average. Oh, and actually you need a 25 period moving average exponential. So it's 25 exponential, not simple, just pretty much usual stuff when it comes to moving average. Standard settings, 25 period. Okay, back to the point. The angle must be at least 30 degrees. So, you know, the point is it's not going to be flat. That's really what the kind of the creator of this system is saying, or the strategy is saying. Listen, flat's no good. You know, 45 degrees. You kind of want it trending up. You don't have to be too aggressive, but you just don't want to in a quiet market. So the angle of that. Now, obviously, the first thing that you're probably going to say to me is, how do you filter for that? I'm sure there's some code out there that does that. But other than that, you're going to have to use eyeball. You're going to have to look at it and say, is it moving or is it not? Is it trending? Is it angling? Is it not? Is it angling? No, we're not fishing here. Is it an angle? Is it not? Okay, so uptrend, the idea is you have the angle to the upside over that 30 degree, your 25 EMA, and the price is above it. And then the third and final criteria for this is you get a bullish pin bar, i.e., for those of you not aware, it's kind of just a reversal candle that kind of pushes to the downside and pushes up within that 5 minutes, giving you this classical kind of move, pin to the downside, or wick or tail, whatever you want to call it. The reason is you're getting a change of sentiment in that 5-minute period. So you get that bar above the 25 EMA, and with the angle, you go long above it, you look for 20 pips target, you have a 10 pip stop. Very simple, very clear, very systematic rules, obviously apart from the angle of the EMA. So let's have a look and see if we can find one here. All right, I'm going to say that actually the close of the bar is what matters in terms of his price above it. So, for example, is that sloped enough? Probably not. I'm looking at that thinking we'd take that, but in actual fact, that's probably not even a big enough slope. I would say that this may not be a classical pin bar, is not deep enough, but for me, it's not a bad reversal, especially after you've had that candle. So you've got the slope here. Let's just run through an example and we'll look for another one as well with perhaps the proper criteria with it. But I would still say this is reasonable criteria. That kind of tail to the downside. I think the longer the tail, the better. But it's still, if it's a good portion of the candle compared to the body, gets a thumbs up from me. So you're long at the close here. You've got a 10 pip stop on that. You've got a 20 pip target. So what is the close? Actually, let's look at it accurately on top of your screen there. 148.21. So we've got a 41 target. Does it get there? Does it get there? It does get there eventually back to here. There's your exit. 41, 20 pips done out of the trade. And it makes sense. That one worked nicely. Okay, let's look at some. And also, don't forget, guys, you can flip it. So if it's to the downside and you get that pin bar shape to the downside, then you take it. So I would be taking this short. This looks like a good short here, and this would be a stop out, right? Because you're going to be going short here. You've got a 10 pip stop, so it's going to be 09.19. You're going to be stopped kind of 10 minutes later on that for a 10 pip stop. Fair enough. You're not going to win all of them. Let's have a little scan through and see if we can see any more. I quite like the, I like the idea of this trade strategy. I think there's also added criteria that you only trade it during London and New York sessions. Maybe that's been back tested and proven that's the better time to do it, or maybe it's just the liquidity issue, or maybe just whatever. That tends to be kind of the rules that come with it. I can't find something now where we've got an angled 25 EMA. That's a hell of a pin bar, but that's pretty much, again, what you're after. The close here, there's obviously some sort of news here, guys. You can see the difference, but you've got the angle of the, don't forget, that's the first criteria, your angle of your 25 EMA, your pin bar here. The close on this is 93, so we're looking for 13, aren't we? And I don't know if you would have got a field on that or not. I think strictly speaking, I guess not. You're there, especially if you've got a spread betting broker with a wide spread on it. What's the high on it actually? High on it's 12.8. Maybe you just got filled, maybe you didn't. So you probably would have been stopped on that one eventually. but interestingly it almost got there. Maybe this is kind of thing that you can adapt and adjust depending on what you're trying to achieve from it. What do we have here? Anything else that's very exciting? I kind of like it. I think it's okay. I don't know why it's specifically to be used for GBP, JPY. I guess the bigger the angle, the better. I can see one here that stands out like a sore thumb for me. Here's your good angle here. Nice angle. Yep, check. That's phase one. Number two, we have this pin bar, and I'm taking that as a pin bar. It's a nice push to the low side, pushes back up. And for me, I'd add another. If I can speak properly, I get so excited about it. I'm not really. If I could add another criteria to, I would say perhaps we broke to the downside of a level and pushed back up, and that was part of the pin bar. So you had that, money a flag that did that kind of thing. Anyway, back to the game. The close is 148.50. So your target's going to be 148.70. So you're going to be out here. There's your 20 pip target. Very nice. That seems to work nicely. So all in all, not a bad little scalping strategy. I like the fact that it's fixed target, fixed stop. It makes sense to me. It's momentum. You're waiting for the little pullback. You're getting involved in it. You're using a filter with the 25 EMA. You've got a bit of an angle adjustment there to make sure you're not trading when it's flat. So you're filtering out all the nonsense. You're going to get constant signals when it's flat. So you've got the angle there, and the price has to be above it as well if you're going long or below if you're going short, to show that there is still momentum. It hasn't like reversed and come back under it. So all in all, I quite like the strategy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. I want to go through more strategies and drill down into things and just find more techniques and methods that we can use to become better traders. Take care, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.